What's up, guys? So, let's talk about these motherfucking posing ass producers. Yeah, it's about to get real. Yeah, it's about to get real right now. So, let's just say the story of the poser producer starts about 5 years back. And the reason why I say that is because around about 2020, things became very accessible to obtain, i.e. NPCs, i.e. certain, I would say software, i.e. certain sound packs, i.e. certain loops became very accessible. And a large group of producers, so-called producers, saw themselves getting their hands on this certain particular gear and calling themselves producers because that's what everybody else called themselves online, making beats. I don't mean to sadden you guys, but that's not a music producer. Of what y'all this character y'all created over this last 4 or 5 years of having beats online and type beats and all that stuff, that's not a music producer. That's not. I don't know what you want to call it. I ain't finna go into the whole DJ Khaled spiel and call it you just a beat maker. You can call yourself whatever you want to, but you not sitting in that chair. Because if you don't have, put it like this, if you don't have no primary artist that you working with, I mean like a close friend or close somebody that you directly working with, at least that, and then working with other people, then you ain't a music producer. Because if you know it like I know it, music producers don't sit on their ass and wait for shit to just be created. We create the shit. So we can take somebody that's a beginner and turn them into something of glory if they have enough talent. So I think most of you guys came on the scene around the pandemic, and I think we're in a time where people were sitting idle and they was like, I always wanted to make beats. I always wanted to be in the hip hop, because everybody wanted to be some big hotshot, big time music producer, but not even knowing what that entails as far as creating music that's timeless, that you can listen to 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now. Because most of you guys are just aiming to just be hot for 30 minutes to an hour to maybe a week. Somebody think you hot. That's it. We trying to create something that can be timeless, that can be printed in a record. The real music producers who actually make songs. Because to me, that's what measures a music producer, not somebody who just creates instrumentals. That's an instrumentalist. And that's not a bad thing. Kenny G is an instrumentalist, but Kenny G was kind of sort of an artist. But unless he was titled as the producer of his project, he wasn't probably the producer, the person putting the whole thing together, the person in charge of the technical side, the person being like, oh, we're going to run this through this gear. We're going to use this gear. We're going to use this studio. We're going to use this engineer. We're going to use this mastering engineer. We're going to set things up this way. We're going to do this certain technique that nobody else is doing when we record these vocals that you want to get for this type of sound. So it all depends on the person that's sitting in that chair, that the song comes out as well as it comes out. If you just making beats and you just shuffle them and you just handing them to artists, you're more of an instrumentalist, and you're more of a somebody just like an opportunist. They like, oh yeah, well, the artist kind of really produced themselves. They just got the beat from you because you wasn't in the room when they needed you to actually command them in whatever they needed you to command them in, as far as making the song better and better and better and better and taking it to that top tier. You wasn't there. So if they took it to that top tier, if you gave them the beat, they recorded it at home, and they took themselves to that top tier, and you can't take credit for that. There's no way. There's no way humanly. You wasn't there. That'd be like me saying, yeah, I'm a head coach, but I went on the sideline when the game was played and the team won. Can I really take credit for that game? I don't know. I could take credit for the year, but I can't take credit for that game. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you have to think about it in those ways, but so many of these fake-ass producers online, and I gotta call them that because they so claim to be a producer. And you would think when you say, hey, well, can you show me some songs if you really a producer? You would think you cussed out they mama or something, the way they get mad online and just go through this whole fucking spiel, this whole insecure spiel. Because if you really made fucking songs like real producers, you wouldn't have an insecure bone in your fucking body. It wouldn't be nothing about you that will be insecure, bro. If you can make a fucking song, if you can really make a song, it wouldn't be nothing about you that be insecure. What's gonna be about you if you can really make a song? Like, if you think about that, if you really can make a song, what's gonna be about you that's gonna be like really insecure that we like, yo, we can make a song and we can make that shit really, really good? I ain't got no insecurities about me playing you anything. But most of these guys do. Cause when you said, shoot, they feel like you ran up on their grandmother and pushed her down or something. Like, they get that mad. And you like, damn, all I did was say, well, since you that tough and you talking all that, let me hear some music. Because if you can play something that I'm like, okay, you really doing something, then you one of my new friends. But if we ain't talking like that, then why are y'all acting like that? It just, and it dawned on me, it's like, yo, most of these guys, they just got this equipment. When you ask them online, well, I've been doing this for like 6 years. Dude, let's just say you've been doing this, and everybody know what I'm saying when I say this. The pandemic took out about 2.5 years of everybody's like stability and everybody's like life of like what they wanted to do. And people were switching up during 2020 all the way up to like 2022 and like halfway during 2022. So it went to like the end of the summer of 2022 to when like everything was kind of like semi like normalcy. You know what I'm saying? And so I say that to say that, like, yeah, we lost like 2 years. We lost 2.5 years. So if you say you've been doing this for 6 years, if you telling somebody like me I've been playing violin since I was 7 years old, and I've been in production, like actually touching the MPC since I was 16 and making songs since I was 17 and 18 years old, like, and then on from that was the mission, to make a song. It wasn't to make a beat, it was to make a beat, to be like, who's gonna be on the song? And then to now, to having shit on TV, to doing exclusive stuff for television shows, you know what I'm saying, exclusive songs for television shows, and actually landing the actual syncing and the actual placement. I'm like, yeah, if you talking to somebody like me and you've been doing this, you say you've been doing this for 6 or 7 years, you ain't saying much. Cause I'm like, you'd have to show me something. You have to show me some songs. I want to hear some songs. But they get mad because they probably don't have any songs. They probably just got a lot of equipment and they just make beats. They just make beats. And they beat most of them. I'm not saying all of them, because some of them, they beats be pretty dope. But I'd be like, damn, get your artist. Because it ain't shit without an artist. Like, if you think about it, it ain't shit without an artist. You gotta have an artist on it. You have a dope ass track, but you need to put an artist on it. And the people that's under that, the 80% that's they beats really ain't even that dope, and they just make beats, what are y'all gonna do? Cause like, we coming on territory where this is the moment. It's really happening. You can't fake this. That's one thing I know about this music shit. You cannot fake this shit. When it come down to it, when it come down to actually trying to convince people to buy records and selling a body of music, you cannot fake this shit. If you sitting around faking this shit because you got an NPC and you follow the rules of somebody you just follow online and you ain't got your own style, or even if you follow everybody online and say your shit, Your beats sound banging, but you don't have no outlet for them. You're not getting with no artists. You ain't even putting your shit together to even spin your shit like a DJ and get on camera. And you scared to get on camera. Like, you ain't even doing that. So from that, like, there's no excuse. You can't make no excuses. Like, all these excuses y'all be making up and stuff, all these excuses, it's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. Like, stop making fucking excuses and just fucking figure out an outlet, a physical outlet where you can connect with people. That's the mission. Everybody ain't got that figured out, but that's the mission. The mission shouldn't be just digital. Me trying to connect with somebody on the other side of the world where I'm never gonna meet, I'm never gonna see. I'm never gonna be able to like say, hey, I'm having this event and I'm performing at this event, whether you're DJing, whether you're just playing your tracks as a producer, whether you playing your songs as a producer and you presenting that, whether you doing a beat battle, whether you performing as an artist yourself. Them people that scatter across the rest of the world, they can't physically be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these people, I know all these people doing stuff online and they doing stuff live from their house and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like LaRussell and everything or whatever. But even LaRussell got to go on the road. Even he built himself up outside of that to go on the road and did road shows to go on the road to build himself up to now he's going on tour. You know what I'm saying? So he's in the physical too. But he started off in the physical in his neighborhood with people coming to his house, not broadcasting from his house. That's the issue. How you gonna broadcast from your house and physically connect with people? Because that's the real musical experience. I don't know why we trying to defy physics. Like, physics don't matter. Like, you saying, oh, I went to the moon, but you didn't go to the moon. You was in some studio somewhere bouncing around. That's pretty much what it sounds like to me when people like do shit like that, make plays like that outside of the physical. You say you physical, but you not even really physical. That's bullshit. Like, that's BS. So I'm saying you cannot fake this shit. Physics is physics. You cannot fake physics. You have to think about it in a way of challenging yourself to go out in the physical form and presenting something in the physical form and handing something to somebody. Take a chance. Take a leap of faith. Go out and socialize. You know how many people have never had something handed to them that's probably from y'all young ass generation? You know what I'm saying? I gotta call myself old because, hey, hell, I'm about to be 40. But yeah, the young ass generation, you know how many of y'all don't even understand how it is for somebody to hand you some music that you've never heard before on a medium that you have to physically go home and actually play it, and you get to look at the graphics, and the graphics are dope, and the music is dope because the shit is really, really dope. You can't fake it, but the graphics is dope, and the packaging is dope to the point where it's like, okay, you giving me something where I would have paid for that, but I'm gonna take this home and I'm gonna see what it's about. Like, yeah, see what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Make it accessible for them, but you bullshitting yourself if you not trying to really do it in the physical, like the real physical, being on the ground, being a trooper on the ground, not this drone shit. Cause this drone play that people trying to do, they trying to do shit from a mobile site. No, you got to be on the ground. You got to be in the physical. That's what it's gonna take. That's the next frontier. That's the mission. That's the next phase, to be able to present something in the physical. If you cannot do that type of promotion and you can't present that to people, then you're not gonna make an impression. That's the next phase. It's coming back around. It's a loop. It's coming back around. You can use both, but both make you superior. Only having one makes you inferior. You know what I'm saying? But you need to be superior. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you need to be on both of them. You know what I'm saying? You need to dominate. Like, you shouldn't be doing this. You should not be doing this music to not dominate. Because when a DJ gets your shit and they play that shit in a row, or your shit is on a playlist, and you say, all these people out here that say they ain't in competition with me and somebody else, and you in somebody's playlist, somebody's personal playlist, and your shit really ain't tight, don't get mad when they take your shit out of their playlist. Don't get mad when that shit out of that. This song sus. Man, Yeah, I liked it before, but I played it up against this track. Yeah, I'm gonna take it out. Don't get mad. Don't get mad when they skip your shit because they didn't heard my shit right up under your shit right there, and then somebody right above y'all, above you, and they dope. Don't get mad. So you say you ain't in competition, but nah, you in competition. Yeah, you in competition. If you think about it like that, if you think about it like a DJ, you always in competition. You in competition with yourself, and you in competition with everybody else. And if you scared of that, you might need to quit. I'm gonna let y'all think about that, and y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm out.